We've got a lot of information to cover, Purium Products A to Z. And so I want to start actually with maybe one of our most important products. We're going to jump right into this. But before we do, I want to share a video with you that sort of sets the tone for who we are as a company, sort of sets the tone for what we do and what this is all about. And when you see this video called our Farm to Family video, you're going to see that each and every one of these products that I'm about to describe are selected and chosen in such a way so that they will dramatically improve the quality of your life. And because of that, we had to dramatically improve the quality of the food, because the quality of the food you eat is directly related to the quality of life that you're going to live. And so to understand that we're offering you that higher quality, that higher vibration of life, you need to see that we're offering you a higher quality, higher vibration of food. And we're going to share about 5 or 6 videos with you throughout the night. And this is just the first one of them to set the pace, to set the tone, to show you.
Every day you eat. Instinctively, your body craves foods with bright colors and sweet flavors because historically they contain the nutrients that kept you alive. Today, processed food companies have hijacked those instincts with artificial colors and flavors that don't have the nutrients found in real food. They know it's cheaper to cook up some chemical frankenfood with synthetic ingredients than it is to naturally grow and harvest plants. The truth is, chemicals last longer on the shelves and are more addictive to our brains. And that's a bonus for profit-hungry processed food companies. They dictate what goes into our bodies every day, and the end result is our healthy food choices are severely limited. Luckily, there was a man who saw this food crisis coming more than 2 decades ago and has devoted his life to building a vertically integrated distribution system from farm to family that features the very best Mother Nature has to offer: whole food, raw food, organic, plant-powered, concentrated green superfoods. He examined the entire process from beginning to end. So if you want to know who grows your food, who blends it, who packs it, and who checks it every step of the way, then we need to start with the visionary who created Purium.
I knew something had to be done. This fast-paced, convenience-driven society had stopped putting a premium on the quality of food. And so I advised people, go to the health food store, seek natural alternatives. But when they did, they found that the same economic influences that were destroying the quality of food at the grocery store had also permeated into the natural food as well. It's driven by cost, convenience, and of course, by those tastes and habits that Americans have become accustomed to. You know, it was scary. It was truly frightening to realize that when people wanted it, when they sought out the food that was pure and natural, that it was becoming increasingly difficult to find.
Thankfully, there is a different way, a natural way, a healthy way, the Purium way. Totally pure, all natural, whole foods, plants, fruits, extracts, and grains. Superfoods you won't find at your local store. Concentrated and dehydrated using a proprietary process that maintains the vital life force and the natural flavor. This is faster than fast food, healthier than synthetic vitamin supplements, and tastier than any cocktail of chemicals.
Our farming partners have been growing certified organic food for generations, and we select our farms for their geographical locations hundreds of miles away from any polluting industry. More importantly, every crop is harvested for peak nutritional potency and processed on-site using no heat and no preservatives. From our farm to your family, that's the way it should be.
Once these pure, fresh ingredients leave the farm, they arrive in the organically certified and kosher certified Purium facility in Long Beach, California, where they're blended, packaged, and then quickly sent out to families across North America and Europe.
Seed selection and partnering with family farmers, that's only the first step toward our dream of total vertical integration. Our philosophy was to control every step of the process, from the farm to your family. And the person that I trust, the person who carries out that dream and that vision every single day, is my business partner and my friend, Amy Venner.
I love my job as COO, but I love my job as a mom even more. Every decision we make at the company is based upon a simple principle. Is this something that I can proudly serve on my table at home? Tens of thousands of moms every day are counting on Dave and counting on me. My family is counting on us as well.
That's why Purium does things other companies just don't do. It starts with a 10-point purity commitment and a 10-point potency commitment. The name Purium is, in fact, a guaranteed commitment, pure and premium. Purium can make this commitment because we control every step of the process every day, formulating, blending, bottling, and quality checking, guaranteeing a better product at a better price every time. And it's this commitment to excellence that has earned the Long Beach facility the prestigious Good Manufacturing Processes certification and seal. But it's the people who make the Purium products truly special.
We've been part of this community for 23 years. In fact, our facility helped turn around this part of Long Beach. We're one of the fastest growing companies in Southern California, and we hire local people from the neighborhood and really give them a chance to succeed and advance.
Hi, my name's Anthony.
I'm Steve.
I'm Dolly.
I'm Miguel. I'm the lead guy for the tablets capsule area.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Rolando.
I work in the shipping and inventory department.
I'm Tiffany.
I'm Emmanuel.
I am Sergio.
I'm the shipping supervisor.
I've been here for 2 years. I work in the blending department.
Inventory control.
I've been here for 2 years.
3 years.
1 year.
I'm a machine operator.
I've been here 14 years.
I've been here 20 years.
3.5 years.
2 years.
And I just started.
You eat every day. So, every day you have a choice. Artificial or natural. Frankenfood or real food. Global conglomerate or US based. Who grows your food? Who makes your food? Who checks your food? They say you are what you eat. What do you eat?
If you know others who might want to eat better, your family, friends, neighbors, or coworkers, join our mission. Join our movement, the Million Mom Movement. We're looking for 1,000 women in 100 communities who want to help 10 families eat cleaner and greener.
You know, it seems like just yesterday that we took the 10-day transformation out of Hollywood and introduced it to the world. And now tens of thousands of people have had their lives changed forever. And it started with the 10-day transformation, but it was their commitment to the Purium lifestyle that made all the difference. And that's a step that you could take today that will change your life forever.
It's time we take back our food supply. And it starts in our own homes. It starts with our own choices. There is a different way, a better way, the Purium way. From farm to family, changing lives.
So now you get an idea behind the passion, the purpose, of our products. And I think it's really important for you to get that vision of exactly who we are and exactly what we're doing and why we do it. And so, I want to talk to you again, A to Z. And I want to start by telling you that some of our products are like ancient herbs that we've, have been around for thousands of years. And some of our products are modern scientific discoveries that are really recent, and not really known very well. And so as I describe each one of these, I want to tell you, like, astaxanthin is one of the most important new discoveries in phytochemistry that we have had in several years. And the reason why is, hey, give me that lamp cover, see if I can improve the lighting a little bit. And the reason why is because it is a food that is consumed really amazingly, I guess. That's a little bit better. Okay. It's a food that's consumed by animals, and by observing those animals, we're able to, in a way, learn incredible things. So now with our best lighting, we're ready to go. Astaxanthin, think about it, is consumed. If you look at lobster, if you look at crab, if you look at salmon, you look at their pink and their red colors, and these are living in freezing cold waters, typically Arctic waters, and yet they don't freeze. They're able to survive, and their tissue doesn't suffer. It doesn't get damaged. Now, think about what happens to us when our tissue gets damaged. We get something called frostbite, and frostbite is real. You could have your limbs amputated, ears, parts of your ear amputated. I see this all the time when I visit places like Alaska and northern areas where people are exposed to extreme cold. And so these fishes, these crabs, these crustaceans, they are drawn to eat this algae. And when they do, it creates a phytoprotective effect in their body. If you look at flamingos that live at the equator, and you could see that they have this bright pink color. If you remember Finding Nemo, tropical fish have these bright orange and red colors, the ones that live on the equator. And the equatorial fish also eat the the equatorial birds also eat this algae, and tropical birds and tropical fish get their bright colors because they eat this algae. And when they eat this algae, it gives them a phytoprotective effect. Now, if we consume this algae, we have incredible benefits as well. For example, when we consume the algae, we won't get a sunburn. It is protective in that way. It's like a sunscreen that you take internally. When we consume this algae, we are going to lessen our chances of getting sunburn, of getting frostbite on the other end of the spectrum. So it's such a powerful antioxidant. It's in the beta carotene family that it's able to go into your skin and create this protective barrier. It's far more potent than beta carotene. It's like super beta carotene. It also does something incredible. It is clinically proven to improve your eyesight. Again, clinically proven to improve your eyesight. This is astaxanthin. We call it super xanthin because of our unique combination and our unique way of extracting it from the algae. And so again, I'm going to give you 3 incredible benefits. 1, it keeps you from getting a sunburn. 2, it keeps you from getting frostbite. And number 3, it actually improves your eyesight. Now, we've had many people go to the to the optometrist to get thicker glasses because their eyesight was getting a little bit off. And when they went, they learned the reason it was off is because their current glasses aren't working because their eyesight has improved. And so improving your eyesight is something that is otherwise impossible to do. So for the very first time in history, we're presenting you with the phytochemical power to improve your eyesight, to keep you from getting sunburned. And remember that most sunscreens you don't put on your scalp, you don't put underneath your bathing suit, and they tend to wash off in water. But with astaxanthin, none of those are the truth. Now I'm going to give you one more incredible benefit of astaxanthin by explaining to you what it's best combined with. You see, when you use astaxanthin for energy, say combine it with the super amino 23 or one of our other products that provide energy, astaxanthin actually repairs damage done during strenuous exercise. I'm going to say this again. Astaxanthin actually repairs damage done during strenuous exercise, allowing you to repair and to work out longer, harder, to get stronger, faster, with less pain. So this is one of the most incredible new phytochemical discoveries. We call it super xanthin. We combine it with a couple of other awesome complementary ingredients. And when you take it, you're absolutely going to get one of the most powerful antioxidants, one of the most powerful protective substances, one of the most powerful repairing substances you could ever put into the body. And it's a deep, deep red color. And the products I like to combine it with the most for my eyesight, I like to combine it with spirulina. For my exercise, I like to combine it with super aminos. And obviously, for repairing the inside of my body, for doing that damage repair, combining it with the beet juice is also, you can't beat this, is also a really good way to go. So super xanthan, just getting us started with those A's. And, you know, it's sort of hard to beat that when you talk about getting started. It's hard to get started in a better way than that. But we have so many amazing products that do start with A. And the next one I want to talk about is our aloe vera. Our aloe vera is really incredible because, well, Hippocrates, the man that we call the father of modern medicine, the man who is maybe the father of natural healing, even more importantly, he thought that aloe vera was the most amazing plant that he'd ever discovered. He saw it as being one of the most healing plants. In fact, he dubbed it the potted physician. Now, there's over 1,000 varieties of aloe vera, over 1,000 varieties. And only aloe vera barbadensis Miller will provide you with 6 different polysaccharide chains. Now, each one of these chains of polysaccharides provides an incredibly unique benefit to the body. And so unless you take aloe vera that is from the aloe vera barbadensis Miller family, you're not going to get the proper phytochemistry that you desire. Now, unless you get aloe vera that's at least 2 years or older, then you're not going to get all 6 varieties of aloe vera barbadensis Miller. And unless you are willing to have it grown organically, then you might be looking at some quality that you don't want. And so our aloe vera is actually a drink, and we call it Aloe Digest because it's not just aloe vera. It is actually a combination of aloe vera and other complementary ingredients that make it a super, super aid for your body. Now, obviously, digestion is one of the things that aloe vera is really, really important for. And so I'm going to do that at the very last point. But immediately, I just want to tell you what these 6 polysaccharide chains in aloe vera have been proven to be beneficial for. First of all, aloe vera can help maintain healthy blood glucose levels. And that's a fancy way of saying that your blood glucose is not going to fluctuate. It's going to be very stable. Now, you can imagine for people who have blood glucose issues, for people who have hunger issues, that this is very, very important. When you stabilize your blood glucose fluctuations, when you create healthy blood glucose levels, then you can very, very effectively have greater control over certain issues in your life, like the use of insulin, for example. Another one of these polysaccharide chains accelerates the rate at which new skin cells are created in your body. Now, aloe vera is part of our Regen biocaps for that very reason. Now, aloe vera in our Aloe Digest is a 200x aloe vera, the single most potent aloe vera available on the earth. Again, concentrated 200 times. The reason why is because aloe vera itself is over 99% water. And so by concentrating it over 200 times, you're getting the purest aloe vera without anything else in it whatsoever. And so aloe vera has the ability to accelerate the rate at which our skin cells generate, meaning that in the 33 days it typically takes for cells to raise from the subdermal level, from the basal level, through the subdermis to the epidermal level, which is the upper skin layer, in the 33 days it typically takes for that to happen, a lot of damage could be done to those cells. And by the time they reach the surface, they don't look that young. They don't look that fresh. They don't look that good. They might have, it creates skin spots. It might create wrinkles. It might create any type of older, more damaged looking skin. Imagine creating baby skin. Imagine creating new, amazing, incredible, regenerated skin in only 12 to 13 days. Aloe vera has the ability to accelerate the rate at which our skin cells are created, and they're younger, fresher, newer looking skin cells. It is incredible. The third polysaccharide chain that I wanted to talk about actually makes antioxidants stay in your blood longer. I know I'm digging deep in the boring stuff, and I apologize, but that's what I'm here to do tonight. So when you take aloe vera and you have an antioxidant, let's say like, melatonin, that melatonin is going to stay in your blood 2 to 3 times longer. When you have any antioxidants, whether it be selenium or whether it be any other beta carotene or even astaxanthin, all of the wonderful antioxidants that you're going to get from taking Purium products are going to stay in your blood 2 to 3 times longer. The antioxidant nutrients are going to stay in your blood 2 to 3 times longer thanks to the ingestion of aloe vera. Now, aloe vera also has a positive effect on cell growth. I'm not saying on cancer. I'm just saying that on tumor growth, it's been shown to have a positive effect to help suppress the rate at which tumors grow. And that's a really important thing that needs further study. Obviously, there's no cure we're talking about. We're just showing that studies indicate that has this incredible ability to inhibit that type of spastic cell growth. Again, aloe vera has the ability to heal internal and external abrasions, wounds, burns, things like that. And then finally, our aloe digest, to get down to the final polysaccharide chain, aloe vera has the ability to dramatically help enzymatically through balancing your pH and to increase the rate at which your body can digest and heal its internal organs. And so aloe vera is great for digestion. And you can see our label right there. And I'm just going to tell you, we have, in addition to aloe vera in our aloe digest, we have coconut water for additional electrolytes. We have some soluble fiber to help it move through your digestive tract, like pea fiber. We have Jerusalem artichoke, which is a prebiotic that is powerful at helping the friendly bacteria in your body to grow. We also, have ginger root as well. So, and then finally, to make this the most amazing digestive product you could hope for, we have digozyme, which is alpha amylase, protease, lipase, cellulase, and lactase. All of these digestive enzymes and 15 billion CFUs of a lactobacillus bacteria. This is an incredible enzyme rich, bacteria rich, mineral rich, and again, polysaccharide rich, delicious aloe vera drink. And it is fantastic for digestion, but also it's amazing just as a thirst quencher. It's amazing to help with GERD if you have digestive problems, indigestion, and things like that. And it's the most beautiful complement to the Biome Medic. It's the most beautiful complement to any green drink it can be added to. And it's a beautiful complement, obviously, to your transformation, because if you want something to drink, it's great to drink something that's going to be cleansing you out and building up your gut. So Aloe Digest just an amazing addition to your drink. And remember, we have the juice bar in the bag, which has 6 different of our amazing drink options, of which the Aloe Digest is just one. And so I want to take a second, take a little bit of drink here. And also wanted to check my list to make sure that I am staying on track as well. And let me just see. So we've got, it's a pretty long list. Aloe Digest, and next is our apothecary, just as I thought. Now, imagine that you could look at every fruit on the face of the earth, from any region on the face of the earth. Ancient foods, modern foods, distant foods. And guess what? Right here in North America, in Chicago, in Michigan, and in those regions up above there into Canada, and other places around the world, even in Turkey, there's a special cherry that grows. And this cherry was actually studied by scientists. And what they found was something that we could now scientifically prove, that it is the single most potent fruit on the face of the earth, the most potent fruit that could ever be consumed by mankind. And they studied the people who ate it, and they didn't have wrinkles. They didn't have heart attacks. They had amazing, in other words, they didn't get cancer either. So no cancer, no heart attacks, no wrinkles. And they said, what is this stuff? And so again, this is a modern discovery. Unlike aloe vera, astaxanthin was a very modern discovery. Aloe vera, a very ancient food, okay? Originated from the African continent, discovered by Hippocrates. And now we come back to modern science, the discovery of apothecary. Apothecary comes from sour and tart cherries. And these sour and tart cherries have been studied by scientists, and they are proven to be the most powerful antioxidant of any fruit ever studied, but they have so much more. This has a free radical scavenging capacity that is beyond. It's like having 5 servings of blueberries every time you drink a glass. But it also has some pretty cool other things. It has anti-inflammatory compounds called proanthocyanidins. Now, anything with a dark blue or red color is going to have these proanthocyanidins, cyan being blue when you look at the color spectrum. So the proanthocyanidins in tart cherry are so powerful. These powerful antioxidants are so incredible that they can help with things like gout. And gout is something that is very, very common, an inflammatory condition. Now, its anti-inflammatory impact is great for your joints as well. It eliminates uric acid, and uric acid metabolism is something that's extremely important, as uric acid is one of the most toxic compounds that can be found in the body. It erodes your nerve endings. It could lead to MS, it could lead to Crohn's disease. It could lead to all types of degenerative conditions, and eliminating, uric acid is extremely, extremely important. Now, here's probably the best part, is it has a naturally occurring dose of melatonin. It is a microdose, but it is an effective dose. And when you drink the tart cherry prior to bedtime, 1 hour, half an hour prior to bedtime, that melatonin effect on your body is going to give you the most important sleep that you could ever get, called deep sleep. Now, when you get 2 hours of deep sleep a night, your body has the ability to regenerate, rejuvenate, and repair like nothing else. Those 2 hours of sleep, according to scientists, may be the most important thing that will help fight obesity, disease, aging, and not to mention that lack of sleep is the #1 cause of cellular oxidative stress. And we all are suffering from far too much stress in our lives. And so that sort of brings us to the end of the A's with one exception. I told you about our Aloe Digest for drinking internally, but we also have our Aloe Vera 40X. Our Aloe Vera 40X is the most potent liquid aloe vera available on the market. And that can be used on cuts, abrasions. You could gargle with it. You could use it as an aftershave. Women could use it as a douche. It is extremely, extremefective topically on your body. Like I said, as a gargle, as a douche, as a aftershave, as something for cuts, abrasions, for for sunburn and things like that. For scarring, if you had a Band-Aid on, you probably want to put aloe vera on right after. So our Aloe Vera 40X, and that takes us through the end of the B's. And to start out our B's, I want to invite you, first of all, I want to talk about our bio, beautiful from inside and out. And our bio is actually an amazing combination of herbs. And the first one, I'm going to ask Katie to put up the label for us. And the first one is the Bio Relax Caps. Now, the Bio Relax Caps were originally created for a woman that I knew who had Bell's palsy, an uncontrollable muscle spasm in her face. And I created the Relax Caps in order to give her a good night's sleep, where her grinding of her jaw and the fluctuating of her face was keeping her from getting a good night's sleep. So as you can see, we put in some very simple herbal ingredients, kava and things like that, and this used just before bedtime. The Passiflora, by the way, is one of the most incredible herbs used for thousands of years. And it grows, it looks like the thorns that surrounded Jesus' head. That's where it got the name Passiflora. And so the kava and the Passiflora, the tart cherry, and also the hyaluronic acid, just really, really important. These are put in to really, really help your body to relax at night. If you grind your teeth, if you wake up with TMJ, that skeletal muscle tension that causes wrinkles while we sleep at night was another reason why we added this product to our repertoire. And in addition to the Relax Caps, we also have Regen Caps. Now, Regen Caps are literally an anti-aging capsule for your skin. And the ingredients that we have here, things like superoxide dismutase. Superoxide dismutase is the only enzyme that's clinically proven to actually repair the damage done by superoxides. And superoxides are the most powerful free radical that exists in nature. And superoxides are released every time that we have physical stress, every time that we create certain chemical reactions in our body. And the only thing that can help you is superoxide dismutase. This product is loaded with it. We also have other things in order to create this incredible effect. For example, the superoxide dismutase is just part of the benefit. We also have astaxanthin. Remember the astaxanthin we talked about first? Well, that's in here as well. We have the aloe vera that we just talked about, 200X in here as well. So the combination of astaxanthin in its most concentrated form, aloe vera in its most concentrated form, and superoxide dismutase, this incredible antioxidant enzyme. And when you take this, it's going to regenerate and rejuvenate cells from the inside out. It's going to be, again, beautiful from inside out. Bio Regen, Bio Relax Caps, amazing, really, really, some of the most important products I think I've ever created for a couple of reasons. One, when people have had surgeries or they've had internal bleeding or some type of internal healing that needs to take place, this is like Band-Aid healing doctor medic for the inside tissue of your body. For other people who suffer from TMJ, people who grind their teeth at night, people who can't get to sleep because of the muscle tension, and sleep is so important. So Relax Caps help you get to sleep. While you're sleeping, they keep you from grinding your jaw, and they keep you from forming lines on your face from the tension from the muscles while you sleep. So BioRegen, BioRelax Caps, starting out our killer bees. And the next product we're going to talk about is perhaps the single most important product that I have ever formulated, the single most important product I have ever offered to the public, the single most important product, I believe, in the nutritional world today. And I'm going to ask Katie to cue up the video for Biome Medic. The gut microbiome is suddenly rising to the top of everybody's radar. Suddenly everybody's talking about gut microbiome and gut health. And guess what? We have the premier world-class preclinical trial proven product. And we roll this video. Sit back and enjoy this.
Back in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, tobacco companies said, smoking is good for you. No problem. Trust us. Then in the 60s, they changed their tune and said, well, smoking may not be so good, but it certainly isn't bad.
What cigarette do you smoke, Doctor?
Fast forward to today, and of course we know that smoking cigarettes is bad. In fact, potentially deadly. And many experts fear that a similar health crisis is happening right now with our food supply. Processed food is now loaded with so many chemicals and artificial ingredients that it is barely recognizable by our body as food. And the biggest health danger of all isn't listed on any label. It's called glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup. It's in the food we eat, the water we drink, and the ground we walk on. You cannot wash it off, and you cannot cook it out. And buying organic is not always enough. We are being inundated by constant and unavoidable exposure to this toxin. In 2015, the World Health Organization said glyphosate was a probable carcinogen. Then in 2017, the state of California verified glyphosate causes cancer. A cancer-causing herbicide that has been found in 93% of the U.S. population as of 2015, and today may have grown to include 100% of us. The danger is real, and there is something you can do to get glyphosate out of your body. Introducing a new breakthrough product that is proven to eliminate up to 74% of the glyphosate in your body in just 6 weeks. It's a product exclusive to Purium. Introducing Biomedic. It is the first and only product to receive the gold seal of approval from the Detox Project as a third-party validated glyphosate solution. Biomedic not only gets rid of glyphosate, it also rebuilds and restores a healthy microbiome for better nutrient absorption, sustainable weight loss, and improved mental clarity. Even with all the documented dangers, the use of glyphosate is exploding, which means the demand to remove glyphosate will explode too. Purium has the solution, and everyone needs what we have. We have the ability to respond to this serious global issue, and therefore a responsibility to share this important message. It's like having the antidote to cigarette smoking in the 60s. The difference is, you don't have to smoke, but you do have to eat. This is an opportunity for you to experience optimal health and get paid to help others do the same. How? With $50 gift cards. Purium has the most unique affiliate marketing program ever created. You choose your own gift card code, text it, email it, post it on Facebook or Instagram. And every time someone buys Biomedic or any Purium product, they save $50 and you earn 20% or more. Your code automatically ensures that you get paid every time your customers order Biomedic or any Purium product. Plus, if they get their own gift card code, you earn money on their customers and affiliates too, on up to 10 levels. Get paid to help your friends and family take their health back. Get paid to give away gift cards. Get paid to be a part of the solution to the pollution. Ready to make some money from your phone? Get back to the person who shared this short video with you. Get your Biomedic. Or better yet, get your Biomedic and your gift card code and start earning today.
The business opportunity notwithstanding, because that's just part of the video, and I'm sure you all know about that already. The business opportunity video notwithstanding, I want to tell you that we have now had thousands of people using Biomedic, thousands of people using Biomedic. And the other day, I just asked anybody who had a testimony about Biomedic. I just said women over 40, because I had some doctors who were interested. They wanted testimonials from women over 40. I had over 70 testimonials come. Most of them would bring tears to your eyes, of women whose lives have been changed, their digestion, their skin conditions, digestive issues, health issues, immune system issues, other types of things as well with their children, behavioral issues, learning disabilities. We've had mothers with children on the spectrum. We've had people who are on the spectrum themselves who have self-applied or medicated with it and had incredible results. You have to understand that nothing is more important than your gut. I could talk all day about Biomedic, but I'll tell you this for absolutely sure. It is the single product that I will tell you, the single product that I will say that you absolutely must have every single day until further notice. You know, you could get a green drink elsewhere. You could get green vegetable salads elsewhere without me if you have to. I think mine are the best, but you could do that without me. But the product you can't get anywhere else except for here, the only clinically proven solution to this problem is Biomedic. And remember that 80% of your immune system and 70% of your neurotransmissions, but most importantly, you guys, your mood, serotonin, the vital hormone that determines whether you're going to be happy or sad, optimistic or pessimistic. It's right in there. It's produced by your gut. When your gut's suffering, so are you. So Biomedic, no excuses at all. It is the killer bee, and it is the last of our B products as we move into the C products. And I think that one of my favorite C products is Control. In fact, Control may be one of the most incredible products we have that nobody knows about. So I want to just want to let you know that Control has 5 ingredients. And Control's purpose is to give you a tool to use if you're about to go out to eat. You're about to go out to eat and you don't know what you're going to encounter. It might be a party. It might be a restaurant. It might be a family gathering. It might even be you just maybe stepping out of your typical conservative right eating box. Might be one of those cheat nights, as we call them, but I call them treat nights because I'd rather treat than cheat, if you know what I mean. But the bottom line is that Control has 5 ingredients that are really amazing. Now, first of all, Control has something called Garcinia cambogia. And this is something that will stop you from feeling hungry. Okay, it's really good because if you're hungry, it could actually take away that hungry feeling. And it has been used in Ayurvedic medicine and is proven time and time again, maybe the most effective weight loss aid in history, historically speaking. Now, in addition to that, we have something called green tea extract. Now, our green tea extract is incredible because it actually makes your body feel full faster. There's a mechanism that is a control, it's a signal mechanism in our body. And when that signal mechanism typically moves very slow, so you're full a lot faster than you feel full, which is why most people overeat. Well, by accelerating the rate at which that signal gets to our brain, we actually shut down our propensity to overeat. So again, the Garcinia gambosia is going to take away hunger feelings in general. The green tea extract is going to make us feel full faster. But the next ingredient I really, really love, it is actually called white kidney bean extract. Now, white kidney bean extract will take sugars, simple sugars, and it will actually convert them. Now, pay attention, take simple sugar and convert them into carbohydrate. Now, as you know, most things go from simple carbohydrates to sugar very quickly. We actually could take your simple sugars, convert them to carbohydrate, and make them burn slow to provide the right type of energy. A food that otherwise is not good for you, cake or mashed potatoes, suddenly becomes a slow burning carbohydrate. Isn't that incredible? Now, the next ingredient is even just super, super awesome. It's called opuncha or nopalito. And nopal is a cactus that when you dissect and, when you fillet and then dry in the desert, it becomes just a fraction of its original size. And when you add it to food, it expands and again makes your stomach feel full. More importantly, for our purpose, it has the unique ability to occupy glucose receptor sites. And when it occupies those glucose receptor sites, these sugars cannot be absorbed into your body to cause blood glucose spikes or even hypoglycemic incidences, and so hyperglycemic incidences, excuse me. And so control, we also add a little white American ginseng just to give you energy, focus, and stamina. So control capsules are incredible, but there's also control spray. Control spray is to be used when maybe you keep it in your purse. You weren't expecting those snacks. You weren't expecting this. And now all of a sudden, boom, you put some control spray into your mouth. Now, whether you're craving a cigarette, whether you're craving a drink, whether you're craving food, whatever it is that you're craving, even a drug, yes, that's right. When you take control, those cravings are interrupted. Those are signals in your brain. They're driven by enzymes, and we're able to crush them, to blow them up, to sort of knock them out. And so control caps and control spray are two amazing products. And by the way, the control spray is on a super special right now. You're going to have to go to our website, iShop Purium, to check it out. But I think it's something like buy two, get one free, or buy one, get one free. I don't want to misquote. I'll just tell you that it is on special, and you are absolutely going to love some control spray. Maybe one of the coolest products that we make, one of the most important products that we make that nobody knows about, are these control capsules and these control sprays. Now, moving on, everybody knows that dehydration is the enemy. Everybody knows that dehydration is the enemy. And so we're going to move beyond our control caps. We're going to move down our C's, and we're going to go to cocoa hydrate. Now, cocoa hydrate is an amazing product because it combines coconut water along with other herbs and extracts to dramatically accelerate the rate at which your body rehydrates itself, puts moisture back into your cells. Now, if you watch NFL players on the sideline, they're pretending to drink brightly colored, sugary, salty substances. But the very best of them actually are not drinking that at all. They're drinking a special tea, a special water. They're drinking coconut water. They're drinking rooibos tea. They're drinking other sort of super hydrators that are way better than any of these sports drinks. In fact, these sports drinks are a farce. They're a joke. They have artificial colors, artificial sweeteners, and artificial flavors, and we'd never allow that to happen. So our cocoa hydrate has hibiscus tea, which helps manage your blood pressure. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It has ginger with gingerols that helps increase circulation. It helps reduce pain, reduce soreness. Ginger is anti-inflammatory. Ginger, improves your blood sugar level, and it helps with indigestion. So cocoa hydrate, it isn't just coconut water. It's coconut water plus herbs. It's coconut water that you will enjoy drinking. It tastes great. Again, it has coconut water. It has coconut sap sugar, my favorite form of sweetener, hibiscus flower. It even has coconut oil for medium chain triglycerides. It has ginger root. It has brown rice. It has malic acid, in case you don't know, which helps your body absorb vitamin C and different minerals. It comes from oranges and it comes from lemons. And so we also have a little bicarbonate to help it, to help it fizz a little bit when it hits your belly. Magnesium to help again settle your stomach. It has an extract of algae as well. And so this is one of the most amazing hydrators for the body. It is hydrating. It's putting minerals in the body. So it's electrolytes, rehydration, circulation, and really, really incredible for athletes, or more importantly, for anybody who tends to get dehydrated. Before we move on to our next product, I want to tell you about hydration. Here's how you know. If you say you urinate, check your clock. You should urinate again in 2 hours. If you urinate in an hour, you're probably overhydrated. If you urinate in more than 2 hours, you're dehydrated. Having a regular rhythm of hydration and having a regular rhythm of elimination go hand in hand. So if you're hydrating throughout the day, you'll be eliminating throughout the day. Every 2 hours will prove that you're at a healthy hydrating level. Any more, you're drinking too much. Any less, you're not drinking enough. Okay? Now remember, when you go to bed, the potassium cycle takes over and it pushes the sodium cycle. The sodium cycle takes over. It pushes the potassium cycle out. So now you should be able to go 6 hours without urinating, which means through a pretty good part of the night. So again, cocoa hydrate, you can't beat it. It's certified organic, and it's a fraction of the cost of the coconut water that you get that's shipped from overseas at a tremendous cost to our carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is massive shipping coconut water from Thailand and the Philippines. We dehydrate ours in the Philippines and send it over here at 1% of the volume and 1% of the carbon footprint. And so with that having been said, I want to go to our next C, which is our chill spray. Our chill spray is the only one of our sprays not on super special. And the reason why is really simple. We can't keep it in stock. Like, this is our best, one of our top 3 selling products. Everybody who uses it is blown away by it. And this chill spray is good for parents to have all the time. It's good for couples to have around all the time. If I were a teacher and I was allowed to medicate my kids with herbs, I would be giving this to them all the time. It's a simple product, 2 main simple ingredients: gamma aminobutyric acid. Gamma aminobutyric acid is a chemical that's actually made by our brain. And we give it to you because most people don't have enough. We give it to you that you can spray it underneath your tongue. It's amazing for relieving anxiety, for improving your mood, reducing symptoms of PMS, believe it or not, and treating attention deficit disorder as well. It's used for promoting lean muscle. It helps you to burn fat because of the way that it stabilizes blood glucose by having your body burn off extra sugar. It stabilizes your blood pressure and it relieves pain. GABA, when taken under the tongue, has an almost immediate sense of well-being. It relieves the pain from injuries. It improves your ability to exercise because it takes stress off of your muscles. And what it really does is it enhances the catabolism of serotonin into N-acetyl serotonin, which is the precursor to melatonin. And for that reason, GABA can immediately interrupt negative thoughts. This will immediately take pervasive negative thoughts and destroy them. The way it does that is because negative thoughts are part of our memory system. When we think about something a lot, we attach a memory, like a memory code to it that says, don't forget this. It must be important. You're thinking about it a lot. It must be important. Well, if we think about our negative thoughts a lot, we attach a memory code to that as well. And we don't want that. It keeps that negative thought pervasive in our mind. GABA breaks that memory code, not on the good stuff, just on the negative things, clinically proven to do so. And suntheanine, L-theanine, is the amino acid discovered in green tea that makes you feel chill yet focused. You feel relaxed yet you feel focused and even energized. It's the coolest feeling. When you drink green tea, a lot of it, in order to get enough of this chemical, you feel very relaxed but very energized. Well, some parts of green tea give you too much energy. And so we took away those parts and we only gave you the amino acid that gives you that focused yet relaxed feeling. Combine that with GABA and the results are amazing. Again, one of our fastest and best-selling products, okay? Fastest and best-selling products. The only one of our sprays that isn't on super special. And the reason why is because we're already selling out of it all the time. We can't even keep it in stock. It's that popular. But I suggest that everybody keeps this on hand. It will end arguments. It will end bad behavior. It will end your own negative thoughts. It will end your suffering on so many levels. And guess what? It's also been proven for people who have seizures, literally instant relief for some people who suffer from seizures like grand mal seizures. So an incredible product. Can't even talk enough about it. But next on the line in our C's is charge spray. And charge spray is something I came up with for a very specific purpose. I was tired of people spending money on Red Bulls, tired of people spending money on unhealthy energy drinks all day long, literally burning their cash and burning their bodies at the same time. So I created basically what amounts to about 20 to 30 Red Bulls in a spray bottle. That's right, instant energy, a small amount of caffeine for sure, but just a small amount, but instant energy for your body, 4 to 8 sprays underneath your tongue, and you're gonna immediately feel as if you had a beautiful charge. We have the green coffee bean extract, and also we have the coffee bean, the fruit that has not yet been roasted, and that fruit contains a very high amount of chlorogenic acid, and chlorogenic acid has incredible effect on creating energy systems, enhancing the existing energy systems in your body. It's really good because of that. It's good for weight loss because it converts your fat into energy. It converts the sugar into sitting in your body into usable energy. In 2017, chlorogenic acid was actually proven to have an incredible effect on glucose and lipid metabolism. And its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties were also obviously pretty profound. But the proof of the pudding is that people who take green coffee bean extract tend to consistently and steadily lose weight over weeks, over months, and over years. In addition to the green coffee bean, we have that green tea extract again, but this is a different part of the green tea. This is actually the dried leaves and buds and these polyphenols that we find. The polyphenols contain in the green tea and also a small amount of caffeine, but the combination of these two ingredients of the green coffee bean and the green tea. Coffee and tea, I know it sounds funny, but it isn't what you think. It isn't just a caffeine boost, not even close. In fact, it has about the same caffeine as about, I guess 20% of a cup of coffee. So you'd have to have 5 cups of coffee, 5 servings of our charge spray to equal what you would get in a cup of coffee. And so that is one of our favorite of all of our sprays. But before we get out of our C's, our most important C product is CBD. There is no doubt about it. And CBD, cannabidiol, is so important. We could literally do an entire show on it. But I'm going to take and pause right now and let us watch one more video, because this video is really going to help you understand, because with the Farm Bill just passed, with so many people suffering from PTSD, with so many people suffering from chronic pain, with so many people suffering from insomnia, with so many people suffering, period, we had to do something about it. Because as you know, that's our mission, to end human suffering. So for those of you who haven't seen it, take a minute. For those of you who have, enjoy it. Again, take it away.
We live in a 24/7 world, high speed, real time, click, swipe, tap. Input and info coming at us from all directions. The choices, the demands, it can all seem so overwhelming. And the stress. Now, you might not be able to control the chaos, but you can control how you react to it and how it affects you. In fact, your body has an entire system designed to regulate stress, to ground your energy, calm your nerves, and ease your brain. You're born with it. It's called the endocannabinoid system, and nature's stress-reducing system is activated by only one thing: a phytochemical that comes from hemp called CBD. So if you aren't taking CBD, your stress control system sits idle, or worse yet, switches off. CBD is the key that unlocks deep sleep, elevated mood, and inner peace, the key to managing physical and emotional pain, no matter how crazy the world gets. And Purium's new CBD Plus is the best, delivering a 1,500 milligram megadose of high-quality CBD, 750 milligrams of stress-reducing full-spectrum CBD, plus 750 milligrams of super-concentrated pure isolate in every bottle, for maximum effectiveness and minimum cost. You won't find a cleaner or more potent CBD product for this price anywhere on the internet, guaranteed. And we'll ship it to you for free. CBD Plus is CO2 extracted with no chemicals, delivered in an organic hemp oil, and flavored with all natural peppermint, Purium CBD Plus is a convenient, fast-acting sublingual spray. Anytime the chaos kicks up and your mind starts to race, just spray away the stress and find your place of serenity. And there's one more stress that can be alleviated by CBD: financial stress. Demand for CBD is exploding. Forbes magazine estimates the CBD market will generate $2 billion by 2020. That's a 700% increase in sales. Hemp farms are expanding all over the United States, just trying to meet the demand. And now that you know about it, you have the first mover's advantage. This is your chance to be in the inner circle where the big money will be made. This is your chance to build a hempire. How? With $50 gift cards. Purium has the most unique affiliate marketing program ever created. You choose your own gift card code, text it, email it, post it on Facebook or Instagram, and every time someone tries CBD Plus or any Purium product, they save $50 and you earn 20% or more. And your code automatically ensures you get paid every time your customers order CBD Plus or any Purium product. Plus, if they get their own gift card code, you earn money on their customers and affiliates too, on up to 10 levels. Get paid to help your friends lower stress. Get paid to give away gift cards. Get paid to build a hempire. Ready to make some money from your phone? Stress gone, game on. Get back with the person who shared this short presentation with you. Get your bottle of CBD Plus, or better yet, get your CBD Plus and your gift card code and start earning today.
Again, I could speak all night on CBD, and we're an hour and a half into this show and we're only into the C's. So I just want to tell you 4 things that you need to know about CBD. Number one, I'm just going to tell you 2 things. Number one, how ours is different. First of all, some people will tell you that you need, some people will tell you that you need a full spectrum CBD that has all of the combined terpenes and CBD1 and CBD2 and all of that. There's other people that tell you that the studies show that the isolated CBD, the 99.95% pure CBD, has more studies done on it, more research done, and more clinical proof that it works in any other type of CBD. And then there's others that say it's the pure hemp oil, that if you just get the hemp seed oil, it has everything you need. It has the full spectrum, plus the oil, plus the, everything that the human body needs is in the oil. You just have to take more of it. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to sort of satisfy all 3. So in our product, we have obviously the isolated CBD, 99.95% pure cannabidiol. We then have the best full spectrum, what's called the entourage effect. The full spectrum contains CBD1, CBD2, the terpenes, and all of those yummy cofactors that actually help stuff to work. Think of the way bioflavonoids help vitamin C to work, or something like that. And then finally, we have the hemp seed oil, all this organic. It's all combined together. We put the hemp oil into that, we put the concentrate into that, we put the isolate, and the 3 together is what we call CBD. Now, let me tell you what we didn't put in. Okay, let me tell you what we did not put in. We did not put in anything to drive the CBD through the system. We did not put in, for example, liposomes like one popular brand did. And the reason why is because our body regulates the time, regulates the amount, and regulates the region which it absorbs CBD. I'm going to say this again. Your body's intelligence dictates where, when, and how much CBD is absorbed by your body. And when you have a driver in it, when you put something that artificially pushes it through, it's just like having too much sugar. When your body gets more sugar than it's supposed to have, it'll start to resist it, stop using it. It's called insulin resistance. We've got to stop playing God. We've got to let food do the job. Stop pushing the CBD through. So no liposomes here, just the pure oil, organic oil, the pure concentrate, and the pure extract. And that's what we're all about. And so appreciate everybody being with us tonight. We've got about 45 minutes left in this show, and we're going to accelerate the pace just a little bit as we move past CBD, which may be the single most important product that you never heard about. And the single most important product on this level. It's brand new. It's newly legalized. It has been hidden from and kept from us for far too long. And now Purium has the very finest, the very best available at a price that will just blow your mind. And so get your $50 gift cards or get a $50 gift card, hand them out or redeem one if you haven't yet yourself. You've got to try our CBD. Now that ends our C's, but I'm telling you, it just keeps, I don't know if it keeps getting better, but we're sort of getting to this next product. I wrote a book, and my book is called The Green Food Bible. And in that book, I talked about the incredible benefits of green foods like wheatgrass and barley grass and alfalfa and oatgrass and spirulina and chlorella and sea kelp. And I talked about the incredible benefits of vegetables like parsley and broccoli and cabbage and kale. And I talked about dandelion leaf and broccoli sprout and sea dulse and all these incredible green foods. And if you took a rainbow, if you took a prism and you wanted to interpret the power of the sun, to see the power of the sun in plants, then this prism, this full spectrum of green colors, whether it be from the ocean or the sea. Now, each one of these green ingredients has its own unique, powerful purpose in your body. Chlorella to detoxify heavy metals and to regulate cell growth. Spirulina as nature's powerful multivitamin loaded with beta carotene. Wheatgrass with the grass juice factors and all these grass juice factors loaded with enzymes and antioxidants and life force energy. The broccoli with the sulforaphane and 3-day-old broccoli sprout with all those incredible components that it creates. And as you know, dandelion greens and their ability to purify the blood and to purify our organs, and cabbage with all that sulfur compound. It's anti-inflammatory, and parsley for its ability to detox and help to heal the heart. All of these green foods, all of them written about in my book, The Green Food Bible, but they also are all in a single product. And that product is called Green Spectrum. And Green Spectrum is literally the rainbow of green, the rainbow of God's green goodness for your body. And I could talk about it forever, but I'll tell you, if you're looking for a green drink, if you're looking for something to alkalize, if you're looking for something to oxygenate, if you're looking for something to detoxify, if you're looking for something to nourish your gut microbiome, look no further. This is amazing. Green Spectrum. It is the prism of green foods. It is the epitome of what I wrote about in my book, The Green Food Bible. Get the book, get the product, get green. When you're green inside, you're clean inside. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the identical to our blood, with the exception of magnesium, being exchanged with iron. And chlorophyll transmutes sunlight, and without it, there'd be no life on earth. So let's give credit to green foods, and let's give credit to the fact that we have the finest living, pure green foods available on the planet right here at Purium. Now, our next product we're going to talk about is a product for your heart. And this product was actually, I can't say who the doctor was, but I will tell you this, that this product a doctor came to me and said, Dave, I want you to help me design the finest product to help keep the human heart healthy that the world's ever seen. And I said, okay, let's do it. And I put it together. And when I told him the cost of it, he laughed at me. He said, I could never sell that. He said, you're going to sell it to me for that amount. I need to mark it up 7 times to 8 times in order to make any money. He said, and I could never do that with your product. I said, well, what do you want me to do? He said, well, cut the product in half, cut the price in half. And I said, well, the only way I could do that is to like cut the amount of ingredients in half because the product's perfect. And he went to another company and had to make a cheap imitation product. So I want to, if we put this label up, I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as I possibly can. But hawthorn berry may be the most revered traditional healer of the heart for centuries. Hawthorn berry has been researched that shows that it has the most effective impact on the heart of any herb ever studied. Cilantro, the coriandrum sativum. Cilantro is so great at detoxifying heavy metals, and garlic. Garlic reduces arterial plaque formation and so much more. I've got 2 Ayurvedic herbs, Google lipid, the Olegium resin, known as Google from the Google tree, has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries, and Goolesterone has now been isolated from Google and identified as the biological constituent responsible for its incredible effect on the heart. The cardiovascular benefits derived from Google are unbelievable. And when combined with Arjuna tree bark, another Ayurvedic herb, this Terminalia, also known as Arjuna, this Terminalia is another tree bark that's traditionally been used for cardiovascular health. In Sanskrit, the word Arjuna means bright, silver, shining. It's an expression of the shining quality of the bark. It's a very tall, deciduous tree. It grows over 90 feet, and they peel the bark. And when combined with these other herbs, it just makes an incredible combination. It has very similar qualities as beets and cranberries in many ways because of its ability to create this astringent effect. Ginger root has anti-inflammatory and blood thinning, slightly blood thinning qualities, nothing to be concerned about. Grapeseed extract, the powerful antioxidant effect, it has an incredible effect on cardiovascular health. The cayenne pepper, as you know, this incredible shrub can help reduce blood clots and blockages in your arteries. It can increase the flow of blood blood through your blood vessels and through your circulatory system. Incredibly effective for the fibrinolytic activity, and that just means that it stops blood clots. Cayenne pepper can help prevent heart attack because the capsaicin and this amazing combination of ingredients. Heart Aid was created by a combination of me and one of the most noted and famous and knowledgeable heart doctors on the planet. And he just didn't think anybody could afford it. But the bottom line is you're getting it directly from me, and it is highly affordable. I did not change a single thing. The bottom line is that we created and we delivered what I think is the most incredible product, for your health, for your heart, because your heart is one of the few things, that actually cannot, you can't do without it. You can lose a kidney, you can lose part of your liver, have your gallbladder, your tonsils, your appendix taken out. You can take out 36 feet of your intestines. You could have your stomach stapled. You can do a lot of stuff, but if you don't have a heart, you really have nothing. And so, I want to get through, all of these products, And the next is fulvic zeolite. Now, you think it was a Z, but we're putting it under the F's just because it came that way. Now, for those of you who don't know, zeolite detoxifies heavy metals and eliminates dioxins from the body in a very effective way. Now, our zeolite is unique. When the volcanic eruptions happen, there are certain minerals that get spewed out from the earth and they flow down to the ocean. And when they hit the water, they crystallize and they form these incredibly charged minerals, have this unique hexagon. It looks a little bit like a beehive. If you look at all the honeycombs, okay, that's what this rock looks like in these perfect hexagonal forms. And more importantly, as it hits the water, it gets an ionic charge, which makes it a magnet for heavy metals, a magnet for lead and mercury and toxins like that. Now, there's a lot of zeolites on the market. The bottom line is that zeolite has been used for a very long time. It was used in the Roman aqueducts. It was used by Swedish mineralogists who named it zeolite to help purify lakes and streams. It's poured into pig farms to help detoxify pigs farms. It's used even in pools to help to get rid of radioactivity in Chernobyl. It's used in agriculture and cattle and poultry. Zeolite is a powerful detoxifier in nature, and now you could use it as a powerful detoxifier in your body. It really can help you to eliminate and get rid of so many of these heavy metals that are bothering us. It also helps chelate copper, and as you know, copper can be responsible for conditions, even autism, the inability to eliminate copper. And so zeolite can be really, really important in detoxifying our bodies from these chemicals in our environment. And just a few drops underneath the tongue, just a few drops in juice, and it works really, really well. Now, we have a simple product called Enzyme Advantage, but it has an incredible story. Our enzymes are different than every other enzyme because they're specifically activated in different pH regions of your body. Now, you may look and say, okay, it has proteinase, amylase, it has lipase, and this is really common. It has cellulase and it has sucrase as well. And this seems like a very, very common, enzyme. But let me tell you that our inclusion of L-lactase, our inclusion of maltase is very, very important. But more important is what you're about to learn. Our enzymes are the same enzymes that made microbreweries possible. You see, beer typically took 2 years to brew. And now they could brew it in only 6 months because of the technology of these specific aspergillus-derived enzymes that were discovered to activate in specific pH. And as the beer changed pH, and the enzymes would activate, and now the beer would activate 4 times faster. Well, the same technology I asked to be applied to digestive enzymes and the elimination of toxins and the elimination of fermentation in our gut. And the result was incredible. Maybe the most unheralded enzymes on the planet, patented for what they do, and that is hyperactivate in the specific region that they're done. If you eat these enzymes, they can eliminate allergies so fast, seasonal allergies, food allergies. These enzymes are like a miracle. Add them to our biomedic for a real compliment. Now, we're done. Now going into the E's now. We're going into the E's, and our first product happens to be called, that's right, E's. E's is another one of our incredible sprays. Remember, all of the sprays, with the exception of Chill, are on super special right now. I believe that means buy 2, get 1 free, or maybe buy 1, get 1 free. I'm not sure, but you'll find out when you go to our website. Now, it has a single ingredient, turmeric. Turmeric is an incredible ingredient. It has 99 parts water extract of curcumina longa. Curcumina longa has more turmeric than anything else on the planet. It has the ability to almost immediately interrupt pain signals. It reduces the need for painkillers, reduces the need for anti-inflammatory compounds, reduces the need for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. That's right. I don't want you taking all that ibuprofen. I don't want you taking all of that aspirin. I don't want you taking all that acetaminophen, because it could damage your body, cause your nerve endings to become brittle. It can dry out these critical parts that actually will lead to more pain when you think of osteoarthritis and osteoporosis. So absolutely, Ease Spray. Ease Spray is a simple product. You keep it around and it will knock the pain out of your body in ways that nothing ever has. It is the new aspirin. In my opinion, it is the new aspirin. Curcumina longa, turmericin in our Ease Spray could change your life. Reliance upon painkillers is causing addictions pervasive across our society to the point to where it is absolutely an epidemic. And we wanted to do something about it. And this Ease Spray, when used, again, with our joint flex, could change your life. Now we're getting into our last 30 minutes here. And believe me, if we don't get through this, we're going to extend. We'll pick up and we'll go another hour or two tomorrow if that's what it takes. And we'll record it if that's what it takes. But our next product is called cracked cell chlorella. Now, chlorella is the oldest known plant on the face of the earth. Chlorella replicates and never gets damaged. Chlorella has more chlorophyll than any plant in history. So let me tell you, chlorella will detoxify heavy metals, detoxify dioxins, and regulate cell growth in the most amazing way. Chlorella is a product that I give to my dogs every single day to help eliminate tumors and tumor growth in their bodies. Chlorella is something that is one of the most powerful anti-aging foods that you could take. It's like a facelift in a jar. When you take it every day, your skin cells look so much cleaner, so much younger. It will detoxify your gut and it will regulate the growth of cells. Chlorella is the reason why Japanese children have the fastest growth rate of any children on the planet. It will make you taller, stronger, faster growing than anything else. It is something that I believe is one of the top 10 nutritional supplements in history. Chlorella is that good. Now, one thing a lot of people don't know about is that we have an incredible array of products for athletes. In fact, I believe that our products for athletes are perhaps better, not perhaps, there is no single company that has better products for athletes than ours. And I could say that unequivocally. I would debate anybody, okay? I would debate anybody at any time, anywhere, with any line of nutritional products for athletes. And I would challenge them to have a single product as good as every one of our products are. Now, again, we could go on for a while, but I want to start with Can't Beat This. Yes, this is a C, but I saved it for the athletes pack, okay? The Can't Beat This is incredible. Beet juice, for example, has been used for a long time. It purifies the blood, purifies the liver. It is amazing at helping build iron in the blood. Let's say if you're pregnant, if you're deficient in iron, if you're anemic. But another thing it does that has recently been discovered is it dramatically increases nitric oxide in the body. Now, nitric oxide is what allows our body to carry nutrients and oxygen deep into our cells and to create mitochondrial energy, helps to create ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So beet juice detoxifies the body, energizes the body, oxygenates the body, and creates the same effect actually as Viagra in creating that ability for our cells to create that vascular integrity. Now, even though Viagra is not good if you're bodybuilding, beet juice is. You see, it's a side effect of it being like Viagra. The side effect is that it totally pumps up all of your muscles. So if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a weightlifter, if you're an endurance athlete, if you need faster recovery, if you need faster startup times, if you need to get into the gym and get going now, the Can't Beat This is an incredible combination of beetroot and organic coconut water. We have pomegranate juice. We have maca root. We have, again, cordyceps and white American ginseng. It is not just beet juice. It actually is an amazing combination. We have moringa in there as well, yerba mate in there as well, Eleutherococcus senticosus in there as well. This is an incredible combination. Let me say that again. We don't just give you beet juice. We also are going to add the Panax ginseng, the cordyceps. We're going to add the maca root. We're going to add the pomegranate. We're going to add the Eleutherococcus senticoccus, the yerba mate, the rhodiola rosea, the moringa leaf. That's right. This is an athlete's dream. This stuff is absolutely incredible when it comes to athletic performance, and it tastes delicious. It tastes delicious. It's easy to drink, and I personally swear by it. It is one of the finest products that you're going to find in the beet juice category. There is nothing like it. Nothing compares at all. Now, you know that we need protein. And we know that vegan protein is very important for many, many people for many, many reasons. And I'm not going to take a lot of time getting into that. But if you are looking for vegan protein, I want you to look at MVP Sport, the maximum vegan protein. And it's incredible for post-workout support when your body needs protein to keep your muscles from being lost. So many people work out so hard and then they lose the muscle they worked out so hard for. We have 32 grams of protein from pumpkin and peas and brown rice. We have digestive enzymes and probiotics that make it highly available. And we've added recovery herbs like turmeric and chaga mushrooms to support joint recovery and for extra support, and the maca to help the protein get deep into our tissue. It tastes delicious, by the way. It has a creamy vanilla taste, which everybody seems to really, really enjoy. It's sweetened in a really nice way with brown rice protein and a little bit of, stevia, a little bit of Lohan Go. Really, really amazing. And remember that in the MVP Sport, we've put, some healthy fats as well. For example, sunflower oil. Sunflower oil helps really, really increase your energy. We put healthy fibers as well, like guar gum and acacia gum that are prebiotics and help support healthy gut health. So we've got this incredible protein, and we've added, like we said, digestive enzymes and probiotics, because, it isn't really that easy for a lot of people to digest protein. And so this is a post-workout protein, that is also has a little bit of carbohydrate in there. And that carbohydrate is going to soothe your muscles, calm your muscles down. We all know this to be true. So a nice combination, 32, 35 grams of protein, 8 to 9 grams of carbohydrate. And you just can't beat, these products. And check out this next product. This is perhaps our best-selling product. It is a protein. It was in the physician's desk reference. There are over 36 clinical studies done to support its use. And you know what I'm talking about? The Super Amino 23. The Super Amino 23 is the ultimate pre-workout protein. You see, you don't want to take food as protein before a workout because you're never sure how fast it's going to be digested or bioavailable or wear you down or tire you out. These protein tablets are 99.9% utilized by the body to make muscle. They're available to the body in only 23 minutes, which means you're not wondering. They are bioavailable in less than a half hour after eating them, and they're bioavailable for those 2 hours in an intense way to build your muscles. It's pre-digested, 100% pure vegan protein. Been featured in the physician desk reference. It contains non-soy legumes. When you combine it with the astaxanthin, it provides an incredible energy as well to build muscle, to build strength, to build muscle volume. And here's the incredible part. It creates elasticity, pulling your skin tighter over your muscles. It's like wearing, tight, stretchy pants versus loose, baggy pants. Your muscles could be seen a lot better through tight, stretchy pants. And when your skin is tight and stretchy, that's the effect you get. It helps minimize body fat, helps maximize muscle. It cannot upset your stomach. It has no calories, creates zero waste for your kidneys, clinically proven to have zero impact on your kidneys, so much so that it's used by dialysis patients. Okay? So we know that protein is real. We know that it is the highest quality protein on the planet. And so, one thing I wanted to talk about as well is, that we all love, our pets, and we all, forget that a lot of these products that we're using for ourselves could actually be used for our pets as well. And so when you look at, some of these athletes' products, for example, the Joint Flex that we're going to talk about in a little bit, the astaxanthin that we talked about a while back, even the Biomedic is an incredible product for your pets. And I just want to remind you all about that because so many people will forget that, we don't make products for pets, but we definitely, believe that, pets can eat human food. and we want you to definitely, think about that when you think about these products. But for all of you athletes out there, somebody just sent a message to me, talk about pets, so it distracted me a little bit. But for all you athletes out there, I think I've just run down two amazing pre-workout products. Obviously, they can't beat this combined with the astaxanthin. But one thing a lot of people don't know is that rice bran solubles also has been proven to have an incredible impact on your muscles and on burning fat and on adiponectin levels. So a lot of people don't know that while the rice bran solubles are in the Power Shake, you could also buy them separately. And if you're an athlete, you could actually mix the rice bran solubles in for extra gamma oryzanol. An important component of rice bran solubles is the antioxidant called gamma oryzanol, and this gamma oryzanol actually has this incredible impact on our muscles. It actually pumps them up in ways that nothing else really can. It also, reduces the absorption of cholesterol in the foods that you eat. And so probably one of the coolest things about rice bran that nobody knows about is that it's the #1 thing used in Japan to reduce the symptoms of premenstrual syndrome. That's right. It's the #1 thing used in Japan to reduce the symptoms of premenstrual syndrome. And a lot of people just simply don't know that about our rice bran solubles. And, did I mention that the MVP is available in chocolate as well? I know I mentioned, that is available in vanilla. And I'm looking through my notes, as you could see, and wanted to let you know that it is also available, obviously, in chocolate. Now, one of the next products I want to talk about is called Women's Defense, but I want to get all my notes together because it's a really extensive product. So in the meantime, while I look through my last products that I'm going to talk about, I want to tell you that we're a green company. That we're a company that really, really cares about the environment. And before we're done here today, I promised myself that I was going to show you this next video because it's really close to my heart. Doesn't have much to do with products or healing of the human body, but has so much to do with the product of healing our planet and our earth. And so take a moment while I organize these last few products to talk about and watch this video because it's one that's really near and dear to my heart. Hello, my name is Dave Sandoval. I'm one of the owners and founders of Purium Health Products, and I'm here to tell you about something I'm extremely passionate about, and that is the overuse of carbon and the potential destruction of our environment by global warming and the irresponsible use of carbon fuels. Now, because of that, I was very interested when I heard that scientists are predicting that our ability to continue to provide quality plant-based nutrients to a growing population is becoming strained. Now, as we know, the solution, they believe, is genetically modified organisms and more chemical agriculture. That is not my belief. I am so proud to be part of the development of what I believe is the most efficient delivery system of plant-based nutrients in the history of the world, and I can't wait to share it with you. In order to illustrate this, I want to contrast the carbon footprint created by the traditional distribution of food through the grocery store model and show you how it could be dramatically reduced by the Purium distribution model. In addition to that, I'm going to illustrate how the number or the quality of nutrients that come from the soil is dramatically diminished through the traditional distribution model and is dramatically enhanced through the Purium distribution model. So let's get started. First, let's examine the field that is distributed through the grocery store. It's really easy to spot because it's the one with dozens of refrigerated diesel-driven trucks backing up to the fields. Now, those trucks are going to be used to transport that food to a centralized distribution warehouse that is also air-conditioned. The air-conditioned trucks will then back up to that warehouse and take it out to hundreds of distribution centers called grocery stores, where hundreds of cars will come and take a small part of it home to put into their refrigerators. Now, there's a very good chance that the stores they bought it from were air-conditioned. It was in the refrigerated section, and you probably drove an air-conditioned car back to your air-conditioned home and put the broccoli into your refrigerator. All of these increasing the carbon footprint that it takes to deliver those broccoli nutrients to your body. Now, eventually you're going to take that broccoli out of the drawer and put it into some boiling water, further diminishing its nutrients if you take it out of the drawer at all. You see, by the time that broccoli is grown in the ground and the nutrients are transported from the soil to the broccoli, a portion of it is left in the field and not harvested. A portion of it is lost in transportation. A portion of it is not sold at the grocery store and thrown away. A portion of it is not eaten by you, and a portion of it has been diminished through the cooking. Because of that, in the end, the amount of nutrients that originally came from the soil that you actually get has been reduced dramatically. And the amount of carbon, the amount of diesel fuel and gasoline and electricity that it took to deliver those nutrients to you is dramatic. A small amount of nutrients for a huge amount of carbon. That is very inefficient. Now let's contrast that to the Purium distribution model. We will take 100% of what comes out of the field, and we will convert 100% of it into a stable powder that can be consumed for 2 years without going bad, unlike the broccoli that rots in just a few days after harvest. Now, one single truck will transport that dehydrated broccoli powder from our field to our Purium warehouse. There it's blended with other vegetables and sold to you and delivered to you through UPS and FedEx. Now that one small truck coming to our one small warehouse and distributed directly to you through the most efficient method, UPS and FedEx, who stop at dozens of stops per mile, combined create the most efficient delivery system of food in the history of the world. Now, the Purium distribution model delivers close to 100% of the nutrients that originally came from the soil. And the amount of carbon used to deliver it directly to your home is significantly less. When contrasted to the traditional distribution model, you could see that we might have the answer to the crisis that's facing the world today. We definitely have the answer to the crisis that's facing America today. And I want to invite you to become part of the solution. You see, we have the Million Mom movement that's just waiting for you to join. I want you to click on the link and learn more about that. We also have Purium, and Purium stands for pure and premium. So we are not only the most efficient delivery system of food, we are delivering the purest and most premium food in history as well. Do you believe in a future where we use less carbon? Do you believe in a future where we're able to feed the entire population of the world? I do, and that's what I'm working for. So come and join us. Come join the Purium family, because I can, you can, we can change the world. Okay. Well, I cannot believe that I'm looking at the clock and we have 6 minutes left in this little marathon. And so all I could tell you is that we're far from done. And we're far from done. We're only actually about halfway through our list, and we actually saw a few that I really wanted to cover before we go, but I don't want to do them a disservice. I actually missed a few, like See From Nature and a few others as I look down the list. And so before we go tonight, I want to tell you, I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not sure if all of you are going to be able to join me, but I'm going to do this again tomorrow. Probably I'll announce the time. I don't know exactly when, but it's going to be earlier in the day, probably 10:30 to 1 or so, just about an hour and a half. I might be able to do it in an hour. There's not going to be videos this time, and I'll try to pick up the pace a little bit. But I wanted to show you just what an extensive line that Purium has. I wanted to show you that while we love CBD and we love Biomedic and we love transformations 10 and 40 day alike, that we are a superfood superstore, that we have a depth and a breadth of understanding and of offerings that are so sophisticated that you would literally have to study for years to understand all of the products that we have. And so I want to take some of this time to share this information with you. And I want to keep it going. I want to do another hour, hour and a half tomorrow, before all of this, before we have, I guess, our time to be done together. So, we had up to 100, 150 people at one time. We're down to about 88 now. Otherwise, I'd keep going. I'd keep going for another hour, but I think that I've lost you. And I don't mean in a bad way. We can only concentrate for so long. So I'm going to jump back on here tomorrow, probably around 10:30. That's my goal. I'm going to try to do 10:30 to noon. And if you can watch live, that's great, but we're going to make sure that's recorded for you to check out. And I want to remind you that we've got these double points going on, right up through the next couple of days. And that would mean through December, I think 27th, 28th, like that. So take advantage of that. If you're watching this later, those points I'm talking about and those specials I'm talking about may not apply, because again, this is being done live and some of the things are timely. So be sure to take advantage of them. And until tomorrow, I want to thank all of you for having been on with me tonight. It's been a crazy 2 hours. A little bit tired. My voice is going, but nothing I like doing more than sharing this knowledge with you. And I look for another opportunity to do that. Again, sorry that we didn't get through everything, but we're going to wrap this up tomorrow. So God bless you all. Appreciate you, and hope that that you will continue to share the good news of Purium and the opportunity and the obligation that we have, to really tell people that we have answers to their suffering, and everyone's suffering. There's not one of us that is not, and I'm just one person, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm so glad to have so many of you here now with me on this mission, helping to spread the word and being passionately involved in turning, this purpose and this passion into a new economy as well. So don't be afraid, to make this, what you do the way that I do. Don't be afraid to make this your career the way I do, because we all have to eat. We all have to pay our bills, and what we eat is killing us. And the way we earn our money to pay our bills is killing us too. And I'd like to help you become economically powerful by helping me to empower people and to help people to resist that ever so tempting lifestyle that leads us down a road of destruction. So appreciate all of you. All of your comments are very much appreciated as well. We hope to see you again here tomorrow. I'm going to be back at 10:30. I hope to have you here. Good night, everybody.